Emma sat on her bed, staring at the faded picture on her wall. It was a photo of her and her best friend Lily, taken during their last summer together before Lily moved to another city. They were laughing, their faces lit up with joy. But now, that happiness felt like a distant memory. Since Lily's family had moved away 3 months ago, everything felt different. Emma missed her friend terribly. Every day, Emma would check her phone, hoping for a message from Lily. She remembered their long talks, sharing secrets and dreams late into the night. They had made a pact to stay close, no matter the distance. But now, it felt like that promise was slipping away. Emma felt a knot in her stomach whenever she thought about how far apart they were, as days turned into weeks. Emma found herself feeling sad and lonely. She would sit in their favorite cafe, sipping her coffee while scrolling through old photos of them together. Each picture reminded her of the fun they had shared going to the movies, playing games and exploring the park near their houses. Now, the park felt empty without Lily beside her. Emma longed for those moments, but she didn't know how to bridge the gap that distance had created. One evening, while lying on her bed and staring at the ceiling, Emma had an idea. What if I send Lily a letter, she thought. It seemed old-fashioned, but she remembered how much she loved getting letters when they were younger. It felt personal and heartfelt. And maybe it would help her express all the things she couldn't say over a text message, with a determined heart. Emma got up and grabbed her favorite notebook. She took a deep breath and began to write. Lily, she started, feeling a rush of emotion as she poured her heart onto the page. She wrote about how much she missed their adventures and how lonely things felt without her. She shared little stories about what was happening in her life and how she often thought about their silly jokes. Emma wrote about her hopes to visit Lily one day and how she dreamed of the fun they would have together again. As she wrote, Emma felt a warmth spreading through her. It was as if each word was pulling them closer, erasing some of the distance. She finished the letter, folded it neatly, and placed it in an envelope. With a smile on her face, she addressed it to Lily's new home. The next day, Emma walked to the post office, her heart filled with hope. The sun was shining, and she felt lighter than she had in weeks. She dropped the letter into the mailbox, and for the first time in a long while, she felt that maybe she could reconnect with Lily, even if they were miles apart. Days passed, and Emma tried to focus on her schoolwork and hobbies, but she often found herself daydreaming about Lily. She imagined how happy her friend would be to receive the letter. Then, one afternoon, as she was finishing her homework, her phone buzzed. It was a message from Lily. Emma's heart raced as she opened it. Emma, I got your letter. I can't believe you wrote to me. It made my day. I miss you so much. Can we video call later? Tears of joy filled Emma's eyes. She quickly replied, excited, to see her friend's face again. They set a time for their call, and Emma felt a flutter of happiness. In that moment, she realized that even though they were far apart, their friendship was strong enough to overcome any distance. When the time came for the call, Emma sat in front of her computer, her heart pounding. When Lily's face appeared on the screen, Emma felt a wave of comfort wash over her.
Oh.
They spent hours talking, laughing, and sharing stories just like old times. Through their conversation, Emma understood that true friendships could withstand distance. They might be separated by miles, but the bond they shared was unbreakable. Emma felt hopeful and empowered, knowing that with a little effort, she could keep the connection alive. As they said their goodbyes, Emma smiled, feeling a sense of peace. She knew that no matter where life took them, they would always find a way back to each other. Her friendship was a treasure, and she was determined to keep it shining bright, no matter the distance. Jake sat on his bedroom floor, surrounded by scattered sketches and half-finished projects. He was an aspiring artist, but today his inspiration felt empty. It had been 6 months since his best friend Sam moved across the country. They had spent countless hours drawing together, sharing dreams about their futures. Now, without Sam, Jake felt lost and alone. Every time Jake picked up his pencil, he thought of Sam. They had made a promise to stay connected no matter what. But with Sam gone, their chats had grown infrequent, and Jake felt the weight of distance pressing down on him He missed their late-night talks, where they would share ideas and laugh about everything and nothing. The silence in his room felt heavy, and he longed for the laughter that used to fill it. One Saturday afternoon, as Jake sat staring at a blank canvas, he felt a wave of sadness wash over him. How did we let this happen, he wondered. He wanted to reach out to Sam, but he didn't know how to bridge the gap that had formed. He worried that their friendship was fading, and the thought made his heart ache. Suddenly, an idea sparked in Jake's mind. He remembered how much Sam loved receiving surprises. What if I send him something special? He thought. This could be a way to show Sam that he still cared and wanted to reconnect. With renewed energy, Jake jumped to his feet and began to plan. He decided to create a personalized art piece for Sam. It would be a tribute to their friendship and all the memories they had shared. Jake gathered his art supplies and began to sketch a scene that represented their favorite place, the old oak tree in the park where they used to hang out. Underneath the tree, he would add two figures, one representing him and the other representing Sam. Sitting together, sketching as he worked, Jake felt a sense of purpose. Each stroke of his pencil was filled with emotion, and he poured all his feelings into the artwork. He remembered the laughter, the dreams, and the bond they had formed. With every detail, he hoped to capture the essence of their friendship, even if they were miles apart. After several hours, Jake finally finished the piece. It was a beautiful depiction of their memories, vibrant with colors and life. He smiled, feeling proud of what he had created. Now, all he needed to do was find a way to send it to Sam. Jake carefully rolled up the artwork and placed it in a sturdy tube. He wrote a heartfelt letter to go along with it, expressing how much he missed Sam and how their friendship meant the world to him. He wanted Sam to know that distance could not diminish their connection. With a deep breath, he headed to the post office, feeling excited and hopeful. When he returned home, Jake felt lighter. He had taken the first step to reconnect, and that gave him a sense of empowerment. He knew that friendships required effort, especially when distance was involved. He was determined to keep their bond alive as the days turned into weeks. Jake eagerly waited for a response from Sam. He thought about their last conversation, where they had promised to always be there for each other. Finally, one afternoon, his phone buzzed with a notification. It was a message from Sam. Jake, I just got your package. The artwork is amazing. I can't believe how much I miss you. Let's video call soon. I have so much to tell you. A wave of joy washed over Jake as he read Sam's words. He couldn't help but smile. Their friendship was alive and strong, despite the distance. They quickly arranged a video call, and when they finally saw each other's faces, it felt like no time had passed at all. They shared stories about their lives, their struggles, and their dreams, laughing and reminiscing as if they were sitting under the oak tree again. Through that call, Jake realized that true friendships could withstand any distance. With a little effort, they could bridge the gap and keep the connection alive. He felt grateful for the chance to strengthen their bond, and his heart brimmed with hope for the future. As they said goodbye, Jake felt a renewed sense of purpose. He knew that no matter where life took them, he and Sam would always find a way to reconnect. Their friendship was a treasure, and he was determined to nurture it. Knowing that the distance didn't define them, it only made their bond stronger. Lily sat on her bed, staring out the window at the bright blue sky. It was a beautiful day, but she felt a heavy sadness in her heart. Her best friend Mia had moved to another city 3 months ago, and life felt empty without her. They had been inseparable since they were kids, sharing everything from secrets to dreams. Now, the distance between them felt like a giant wall, and Lily didn't know how to break it down. Every day, Lily thought about Mia. They used to spend hours talking about their favorite books, drawing together and dreaming about the future. Now, those moments felt like distant memories. Lily missed their laughter and the way they could talk about anything. It was hard to accept that Mia was no longer just a short bike ride away. Despite her longing to reconnect, Lily felt unsure about how to reach out. She had sent a few texts and messages, but they felt different than before. Mia was busy adjusting to her new life, and Lily worried that she might be losing her best friend. The thought made her heart ache. One afternoon, while sitting at her desk, Lily noticed her sketchbook lying open. She flipped through the pages, looking at the drawings they had created together. An idea suddenly sparked in her mind. What if I create something special for Mia? She thought. It could be a way to remind her of their friendship and show her how much she cared. Lily decided to draw a picture of the two of them under their favorite tree in the park, where they had spent countless afternoons laughing and sharing stories. With newfound determination, she gathered her art supplies and began to sketch. As she drew, memories flooded back Mia's contagious laughter, their silly jokes, the dreams they had shared about the future. With each stroke of her pencil, Lily felt a sense of connection growing. She poured her heart into the drawing, adding vibrant colors and little details that represented their friendship. She drew a bright sun shining down on them, symbolizing the warmth and happiness they brought to each other's lives. After several hours of hard work, Lily finished the drawing. It was a beautiful representation of their bond, and she felt proud of what she had created. Now, she needed to find a way to send it to Mia. Excited, Lily carefully rolled up the drawing and placed it in a protective tube. She also wrote a heartfelt letter to go along with it. In her letter, she expressed how much she missed Mia and how their friendship meant everything to her. She wanted Mia to know that no matter the distance, she would always cherish the memories they had created together. The next day, Lily walked to the post office, her heart racing with anticipation. As she dropped the package into the mailbox, she felt a wave of hope wash over her. She had taken a step to reconnect, and that made her feel empowered. Days passed, and Lily waited eagerly for a response. She often thought about how much she missed Mia and hoped that their friendship could survive the distance. Then, one sunny afternoon, her phone buzzed with a new message. It was from Mia Lily. I just got your drawing and letter. It's amazing. I can't believe how much I miss you. We have to video call soon. I want to hear everything. Lily's heart soared with joy as she read Mia's words. It felt like a bright light breaking through the clouds. They quickly set up a time to video call, and when the moment finally arrived, Lily could hardly contain her excitement. When Mia's face appeared on the screen, it felt like they were together again. They talked and laughed, sharing stories about their new lives. Lily felt a warmth in her heart, realizing that their friendship was still strong. They hadn't lost each other after all. Through their conversation, Lily understood that true friendships could withstand distance. Even though they were miles apart, the bond they shared was unbreakable. As they said goodbye, Lily felt a renewed sense of hope. She knew that no matter what, they would always find a way to reconnect. Their friendship was a treasure. She was determined to keep it alive. With each call and message, they would strengthen their bond, proving that distance could never diminish the love and connection they shared. As she lay in bed that night, Lily felt a sense of peace. She knew that they would always be there for each other, no matter where life took them. Alex sat on the edge of his bed, staring at the stack of letters he had written but never sent. His best friend, Jamie, had moved to a different state 6 months ago, and ever since, Alex felt a deep sense of loneliness. They had shared countless moments together, from playing video games to late-night talks about their dreams. Now those memories felt like distant echoes. Each day, Alex missed Jamie more. They used to be inseparable, and he couldn't shake the feeling that their friendship was slipping away. He felt stuck, unsure how to reach out. Text messages felt too casual, and he often found himself wondering if Jamie even missed him. The silence between them was heavy, and Alex felt a knot in his stomach every time he thought about it. One rainy afternoon, Alex decided he needed to do something. He couldn't let distance define their friendship, so he looked outside at the falling rain, started to think about how he could reconnect with Jamie. Suddenly an idea struck him. What if I create something special? He thought. Could be a way to remind Jamie of their friendship and show him how much he cared. Alex remembered how they used to dream about starting a comic. Book together a story about two heroes who faced challenges but always had each other's backs. Inspired by that idea, he decided to create a small comic strip that captured their friendship. He wanted Jamie to know that no matter the distance, they were still a team. He grabbed his sketchbook and began to draw. As he worked, memories flooded back. He sketched scenes of their adventures, like the time they built a giant fort in Alex's living room, or when they had a water balloon fight in the backyard. With every stroke of his pencil, Alex felt a sense of connection growing. He poured his heart into the comic, hoping it would convey their bond. After several hours of drawing and coloring, Alex finished the comic. It was a fun and light-hearted story that showcased their friendship and the adventures they had shared. He felt a wave of happiness as he looked at his creation. He just needed to find a way to send it to Jamie. Alex carefully folded the comic and placed it in an envelope. He also wrote a letter to go along with it, expressing how much he missed Jamie and how important their friendship was to him. He wanted Jamie to know that no matter how far apart they were, he would always be there for him, with determination in his heart. Alex walked to the post office, feeling hopeful. As he dropped the envelope into the mailbox, he felt a sense of accomplishment. He had taken a step to reconnect, and that made him feel empowered. A week later, Alex was sitting in his room when he heard a notification on his phone. It was a message from Jamie. His heart raced as he opened it. "Alex, I just got your comic. It's amazing. I can't believe how much I miss you. Let's video call soon. I want to hear everything." Joy surged through Alex as he read Jamie's words. All the worry and sadness melted away. They quickly arranged a time to video call, and when the moment finally arrived, Alex could hardly contain his excitement. When Jamie's face appeared on the screen, it felt like a breath of fresh air. They talked and laughed, sharing stories about what they had been up to. Alex felt a warmth in his heart, realizing that their friendship was still strong despite the distance. Jamie told him how much he loved the comic and how it reminded him of all the fun they had together. Through their conversation, Alex understood that true friendships could withstand any distance. Their connection was unbreakable, and they were determined to keep it alive. As they said goodbye, Alex felt a renewed sense of hope. He knew that no matter what, they would always find a way to reach each other. Their friendship was a treasure, and he was committed to nurturing it. With each call and message, they would strengthen their bond, proving that distance could never diminish the love and connection they shared. As he lay in bed that night, Alex felt a sense of peace. He knew that they were still a team, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead together in spirit. Sophie stared at her phone, feeling a mix of sadness and longing. It had been nearly 4 months since her best friend Mia moved to a different state. They had been inseparable, sharing everything from secrets to dreams. Now with Mia so far away, Sophie felt like a part of her was missing. Every day, Sophie thought about Mia. They used to spend hours talking, studying together, and exploring their small town. Now, her room felt empty without Mia's laughter echoing in it. Sophie missed their late-night chats, where they would share their hopes and fears. The distance between them felt like a heavy blanket, making it hard for her to breathe. Sophie had tried to reach out to Mia through text messages and social media, but the conversations felt different now. They were less frequent, and Sophie worried that Mia might be too busy building a new life to think about her old one. Each time she sent a message, she felt a flutter of uncertainty. What if Mia had forgotten about her? One rainy afternoon, while sitting at her desk, Sophie felt a wave of determination wash over her. "I can't let distance take our friendship away," she thought. She needed to find a way to reconnect with Mia, to show her that their bond was still strong. Inspiration struck as she remembered how much Mia loved receiving cards and letters. Sophie decided to create a care package filled with little things that reminded her of their friendship. She gathered some of Mia's favorite snacks, a small notebook, and a pretty pen. Then, she wrote a heartfelt letter, pouring out her feelings. In the letter, she expressed how much she missed Mia and how important their friendship was to her. She wanted Mia to know that no matter how far apart they were, she would always be there for her. As she put the finishing touches on the package, Sophie felt a spark of hope. She could feel their connection even across the miles. She wrapped everything carefully and addressed the box to Mia's new home. With excitement bubbling inside her, she headed to the post office, feeling empowered. When she dropped the package into the mailbox, Sophie felt a sense of relief. She had taken action, and that made her heart swell with hope. Now, all she could do was wait for a response from Mia. Days turned into a week, and each day, Sophie checked her phone, hoping for a message. She thought about how much she missed Mia and all the fun they had shared. Finally, one sunny afternoon, her phone buzzed with a notification. It was from Mia. "My God, Sophie, I just got your package. It made my day. Thank you so much. I miss you so much. Can we video call soon? Want to catch up?" Sophie's heart soared as she read Mia's words. Excitement bubbled up inside her. They quickly arranged a video call, and when the moment finally arrived, Sophie could hardly contain her joy. When Mia's face appeared on the screen, it felt like a warm hug. They talked and laughed, sharing stories about their new lives. Mia told Sophie all about her new school, her new friends, and the adventures she was having. Sophie felt a wave of happiness wash over her. It was clear that Mia was doing well, but she was also missing their time together. "I wish you were here, Sophie," Mia said, her eyes sparkling. "We need to plan a visit soon. I want to show you everything." Sophie felt a rush of excitement. "Yes, I would love that. We can explore your new town together and make more memories." Through their conversation, Sophie realized that true friendships could withstand any distance. The connection they shared was still strong, and they were determined to keep it alive. As they said goodbye, Sophie felt a renewed sense of hope. She knew that no matter the miles between them, their friendship was a treasure worth fighting for. With each message and call, they would strengthen their bond, proving that distance could never diminish the love and connection they shared. As she lay in bed that night, Sophie felt a sense of peace. She knew that they would always find a way back to each other, ready to face whatever life threw their way. Their friendship was a beautiful journey, and she was excited to see where it would lead next. Ava sat on her porch watching the sunset paint the sky in shades of orange and pink. It was beautiful, but her heart felt heavy. Her best friend Zoe had moved to another state 3 months ago, and ever since, Ava felt a growing emptiness. Inside, they had shared everything: laughter, dreams, and secrets. Now, with Zoe so far away, Ava felt like she was missing a part of herself. Every day, Ava thought about Zoe and all the fun they had together. They used to go to their favorite cafe for hot chocolate, have sleepovers, and talk about their future plans. But now, Ava often found herself sitting alone, scrolling through old photos on her phone. Each picture reminded her of the joy they had shared, and it made her feel even sadder. Despite her longing to reconnect, Ava felt uncertain about how to reach out. She had sent a few texts, but they felt awkward. Weeks went by, and she worried that Zoe was adjusting to her new life and might be forgetting about her. The silence between them was heavy, and Ava didn't know how to break it. One afternoon, as she sat on the porch, Ava had an idea. What if I do something special for her? Zoe, she thought. It could be a way to show her that their friendship still mattered, even from afar. Ava remembered how much Zoe loved surprises. She felt a spark of hope at the thought. Ava decided to create a scrapbook filled with memories of their time together. She gathered her favorite photos, ticket stubs from movies, and little notes they had written to each other. Each item was a piece of their friendship, and as she arranged them in the scrapbook, Ava felt a sense of warmth in her heart. She wanted Zoe to know that even though they were separated, their bond was still strong as she worked. Memories flooded back, laughing until they cried, sharing dreams under the stars and supporting each other through tough times. With each page, Ava poured her feelings into the scrapbook, capturing the essence of their friendship. She wanted Zoe to feel the love and joy that had always been between them. After several hours of hard work, Ava finished the scrapbook. It was colorful and filled with happy memories. She felt proud of what she had created. Now, she just needed to find a way to send it to Zoe. With excitement bubbling inside her, Ava carefully packaged the scrapbook and wrote a heartfelt letter to go along with it. In her letter, she expressed how much she missed Zoe and how important their friendship was to her. She wanted Zoe to know that no matter how far apart they were, she would always treasure their memories. The next day, Ava walked to the post office, her heart racing with anticipation. As she dropped the package into the mailbox, she felt a sense of accomplishment. She had taken a step to reconnect, and that made her feel empowered and hopeful. Days passed, and Ava couldn't stop thinking about Zoe. Finally, one sunny afternoon, her phone buzzed with a new message. It was from Zoe. "Ava, I just got your package. The scrapbook is amazing. Can't believe how much I miss you. Let's video call soon. Want to catch up and hear everything." A wave of joy washed over Ava as she read Zoe's words. All the worry and sadness melted away. They quickly arranged a time to video call, and when the moment finally arrived, Ava could hardly contain her excitement. When Zoe's face appeared on the screen, it felt like magic. They talked and laughed, sharing stories about their new lives. Ava felt a warmth in her heart, realizing that their friendship was still strong no matter the distance. Zoe told her how much she loved the scrapbook and how it made her feel closer to Ava through their conversation. Ava understood that true friendships could withstand any distance. Their connection was unbreakable, and they were both determined to keep it alive. As they said goodbye, Ava felt a renewed sense of hope. She knew that no matter how far apart they were, their friendship was a treasure worth cherishing. With each message and call, they would strengthen their bond, proving that distance could never diminish the love and connection they shared. As she lay in bed that night, Ava felt a sense of peace. She knew that they would always find a way to reach each other, ready to face whatever life threw their way. Their friendship was a beautiful journey, and Ava was excited to see where it would lead next. No distance could break them. They would always be there for one another, no matter how far apart they were.